Hi everyone, Chris Justice here alongside Sydney Sullivan. We are watching a tornado warning breaking out of Greenwood County. This on the southern side of this rain. If you're watching us in Greenville, Spartanburg right now, no threat to you. This sits in the southeastern corner of Greenwood County. There's uptown Greenwood. Here is this tornado warning, which is right in here, and it's in a line that is taking advantage of some very unstable air and warmer air in the southern part of the upstate right now. So if you're listening to us right now in southeastern Greenwood County, you need to get to your safe place. This is a tornado warning. A potential tornado is on the ground in this line right here. You can see where the line is kind of bowing out right there. That would be the most dangerous part of the storm. At the very least, we've got some damaging winds moving through right now. We can take a further analysis of this wind down toward Greenwood County. There's Kirksey. There's uptown Greenwood. So south and east of uptown right here. As we take a look at the velocity, right in there appears to be the strongest wind. You can see where that green is going toward the radar and the red going away. Right there is where we possibly have some rotation, and we can storm track this out, and right there just south of the lake. So anybody on Lake Greenwood southbound, the tail end of the lake is right there included in that warning, and this is pushing toward the east very quickly. So the good news is with this, it's moving fast. The bad news is you need to get to shelter right now in eastern Greenwood County. Storm tracking this out as it moves toward the east northeast very quickly. This is along the low pressure that's moving on through Dyson, Chapels Community Center, and then Trinity by about 3:16. Let's zoom in closely here through Kirksey up through Greenwood, kind of give you an idea of where we're tracking this. There's Highway 34, there's 246, Cambridge up toward the north into Dyson. This is moving quickly in and out. So just like that, it's going to be moving on through. This in the line that's moving through very quickly. So anybody east of 246 right now looks to be in the path of this as it's moving very quickly off toward Highway 702 right in here. So giving you an idea where this rotation has been, it's been right over Epworth. That's where it kind of started, getting a little bit more strong and beginning to get that rotation to tighten up a little bit. There's Cambridge. You can see right in here is the line that's in question. Again, to give you some perspective, there's 96. Uptown Greenwood is right there. And here's where that rotation is as it's moving into the eastern part of Greenwood County right here. Giving you a closer in storm track right in this area. It's getting close to getting out of the county at this point right now as it's moving just east of 246 at about 45 miles per hour here. So over the next 5-10 minutes, Pine Pleasant Church right there. So at about 2:51 is when this was initiated right here. That rotation got stronger and possibly 12 miles southeast of Greenwood, 4 miles southeast of 96 right here, and pushing northeast at about 30 miles per hour. This around the low pressure that's moving on through. And part of what we've seen over the past hour or so is the southern end of the viewing area here in Greenwood and Abbeville and Elberton. You're primed up for some stronger storms right here. And it's not the entire area, but down south we do have another warning that's closer to the Columbia area. So if your travels take you anywhere down here, we warned you yesterday about Augusta, any kind of activities along the Masters, 2-day threat here. We got a threat today and then again tomorrow for the possibility of more tornadic activity. But you see this tornado warning, a very compact warning, which is great news. You are not in it in uptown Greenwood. I repeat, if you're watching us in uptown Greenwood, you are not included in that warning. However, Kirksey eastbound, the eastern part of Greenwood County, you need to be seeking shelter right now. Get to an interior part of your home. If you're at a school, here we are approaching school dismissal time. All that's being halted in this area as this line is pushing on through, and it's for this eastern section of Greenwood County right here just south of the lake. Looks like if it continues on its same path, that rotation could cross over this tail end of Lake Greenwood. So Chapels, Trinity, Bush River, and then Hillcrest School at about 3:29 as this line's pushing toward the east northeast very quickly right here. Watching this area, temperatures have been closer to 70 to 75 degrees in the southern part of the area right now, where the rest of us, Greenville, Spartanburg, even Anderson northbound, in a somewhat more stable environment. Temperatures are cooler, so as you're watching us right now in those areas, there's not as much of a threat. But I do want you to know that this threat does grow tomorrow. A secondary system moves our way. It's that time of the year that we have to watch out for those type of threats. But again, uptown Greenwood, this warning goes until 3 o'clock right here. watching it here as it moves toward the east. The good news is with technology the way it is nowadays, with our live Super Doppler 4 HD, these warnings are short fused, meaning that they are issued for the threat, and then as soon as the threat goes away, they expire, which is why this warning was only for a 15 or 20-minute warning. And the spin up was right in this area between Dyson and Cambridge right here. And I've not seen any reports of damage, which is certainly some great news right there. And it looks like that warning, Sydney, did just go away. Is that right?
Yes, it looks like we haven't gotten the official word, but I am no longer seeing the warning highlighted in the box.
Great news right there. So it looks like a quick spin up, and we can put that in motion just to kind of show you the evolution of it. A quick spin up possible there. We're going to be working in the newsroom here to make sure that everybody's doing all right between Kirksey and Chapels right here in Greenwood County, east of Uptown, approaching the lake right here. But again, all else looks just fine. Just heavy rain from Gaffney to Spartanburg to Greenville, Anderson through Clemson. It's this southern line right here that's packing a punch. We'll watch Lawrence County closely and then Union County. And just a quick there we go again. Another warning just issued by the National Weather Service. That for Chester County, which thankfully is just outside of our area. But you see what's happening here is this area, these areas that are in the southern part of the area, just a little bit warmer, a little bit more unstable, tapping into that wind energy that's out there. Let's just do a quick surveillance of any kind of wind shear, Sydney, just to see if there's anything going on across Lawrence, Greenwood County. I'm not seeing anything, which is certainly great news. We saw that quick flare up south of the lake right there, but that's all that I've seen. But of course, we'll be watching it closely there. Not seeing anything that's rotating locally at the moment. Now, that could change as this line is packing a punch as it's moving on through. But there's Chester. You see the green and red right there in that notch. That's moving out of and away from Union County, so no threats there. And we got Lawrence we're watching, and then as that moves into Union County. Of course, if anything does threaten our area again, we'll be sure to let you know. We'll send you back to regular scheduled programming.